Between the hours of 6 a.m. and 10 a.m., your risk of having a heart attack or stroke skyrockets. Some studies show it's up to 40% higher than any other time of day. You might think it's because of stress or a poor breakfast or maybe you forgot your medication. But what if I told you the single most dangerous thing you do during this time has almost nothing to do with any of that? It's a simple mistake that millions of us make within the first 60 seconds of opening our eyes. A mistake that creates a perfect storm inside your arteries. And in this video, I'm going to reveal that mistake and share the one simple, free thing you can do the moment you wake up to protect your heart from this hidden morning danger. This isn't just a guess. It's based on extensive medical research into exactly why our bodies are most vulnerable in the morning and the simple science of how to counteract it. And it starts with understanding what's really happening inside your body the second your alarm goes off. To understand why the morning is so dangerous, you need to know about two things that are happening simultaneously inside your body: a hormone surge and severe dehydration. First, the hormones. The moment you wake up, your body releases a huge amount of a hormone called cortisol. You've probably heard of it as the stress hormone. Its job is to wake you up, to get your system going. To do that, it naturally raises your heart rate and your blood pressure. In fact, studies have shown that a significant increase in morning cortisol is directly linked to an 18% higher risk for future cardiovascular disease. This cortisol spike also amplifies the effects of other hormones like adrenaline, which causes your arteries to constrict and tighten. So picture this. Your heart is starting to beat faster, and the very pipes it's trying to pump blood through are getting narrower. Now let's add the second problem: dehydration. After sleeping for 6, 7, or 8 hours, you haven't had a single drop of water. Your body is naturally dehydrated. What does that mean for your blood? It means it's thicker, it's more viscous. Think of it like trying to pump sludge through a narrow pipe instead of water. This forces your heart to work much, much harder to push that thick blood through your already tightening arteries. This strain is exactly what can trigger a clot, leading to a heart attack or a stroke. This is the perfect storm: a surge of stress hormones tightening your arteries and thick, sludgy blood that your heart is struggling to pump. This dangerous combination peaks between 6 and 10 a.m., making it the deadliest time of day for your heart. Research has even shown that for every 10-point surge in your morning blood pressure, your risk of stroke can increase by 22%. For older adults, a high morning blood pressure is the single strongest predictor of a future stroke. And that combination of thick blood and tight arteries is terrifying. But the good news is you can fight back against this perfect storm with something incredibly simple, something you already have in your kitchen right now.
So, what is the one thing you can do the moment you wake up to dismantle this perfect storm? It's not a pill. It's not a special diet. It's not an expensive supplement. The single most powerful protective thing you can do for your heart in the morning is to drink a glass of water. I know it sounds almost too simple, but let's look at the science. Remember those two big problems? Dehydration and thick blood? A simple 16-ounce glass of water starts to solve them almost immediately. First, it rehydrates your body. It rapidly helps to thin your blood, taking it from that dangerous, thick sludge back to a healthier consistency. This instantly reduces the strain on your heart. Your heart doesn't have to work nearly as hard to pump the blood your body needs. Second, it boosts your circulation and helps keep your blood pressure stable. By increasing your blood volume, you're helping to dilute that morning cascade of stress hormones. You're giving your system the fluid it desperately needs to manage that cortisol surge. Now, the protocol here is critical. The how and when you do this matters more than anything. The goal is to aim for at least 16 ounces. That's about 2 small glasses or 1 large glass of water. And room temperature is best, as it's easier for your body to absorb quickly. But here is the most important part. You have to drink this before anything else. Before your coffee, before your tea, before you check your phone or get lost in emails. If you can, keep a glass of water by your bed and drink it before your feet even hit the floor. Think of it like this. You're giving your heart a crucial head start. You're flushing out the system and thinning your blood before that cortisol surge fully kicks in, and before you start moving around, demanding more from your heart. It is the simplest, most powerful form of heart insurance there is, and it costs you nothing. Just doing that one thing puts you miles ahead. But if you want to give your heart even more protection, there are 2 more simple things you can do without even leaving your bed. The next layer of protection is about how you move from a state of rest to a state of activity. Jumping straight out of bed can cause a sudden, sharp spike in blood pressure as your body scrambles to pump blood to your muscles. To avoid this shock, the second thing you can do is gentle stretching in bed. This isn't a workout. The goal is simply to wake up your circulatory system gently. While you're still lying down, just do a few simple movements. Start by rotating your ankles. 10 circles one way, 10 circles the other way. Do this for both feet. Next, a gentle side twist. Bring your knees up and gently let them fall to one side, feeling a light stretch in your lower back. Hold for a few seconds, then switch to the other side. Finally, reach your arms up over your head as if you're trying to touch the headboard, and then point your toes. Hold that for a slow count of 5. These simple moves send oxygen-rich blood to your muscles and help your blood vessels gradually widen, decreasing that early morning vascular stress. It also helps to activate your body's calming system, the parasympathetic system, which prevents your heart rate from spiking too quickly. You're easing your body from rest to movement, preventing that abrupt shock that can be so dangerous in the morning. Now, that takes care of the physical side. But there's a medical strategy many doctors are too busy to discuss that can be a game changer for controlling that morning surge. This third tip involves your medication. It's a concept called chronotherapy. Chronotherapy is simply the science of timing your medication to work in sync with your body's natural rhythms for maximum effect. For blood pressure, this can be revolutionary. Major studies like the famous MAPEC trial found that patients who took their blood pressure medication at bedtime had a significantly lower risk of heart attacks and strokes compared to those who took it in the morning. Why? Because the medication is most active in your system during those early morning hours, precisely when that cortisol surge and blood pressure spike are happening. It provides protection while you sleep and prepares your body for that vulnerable waking period. Now, this is incredibly important. Do not change your medication timing without talking to your doctor. This is not medical advice. This is information to empower you. The next time you have an appointment, simply ask your doctor this question. I've read about chronotherapy for blood pressure. Is timing my medication to bedtime something that could be right for me?
It's about making your medication work smarter, not harder. Finally, avoiding common mistakes is just as important as doing the right things. The 3 biggest morning mistakes that put your heart in danger are 1. Getting out of bed too quickly. We've covered this, but it's worth repeating. Sit on the edge of the bed for 30 seconds before you stand up. 2. Drinking coffee first. This is the big one for so many people, but caffeine is a stimulant that can spike blood pressure and a diuretic that dehydrates you further. It is the exact opposite of what your vulnerable heart needs in that moment. Water must always come first. And 3, eating a high-sodium breakfast. Things like processed cereals, bacon, or sausage can cause your body to retain water and drive up your blood pressure right in that dangerous window. Opt for something heart-healthy, like oatmeal or fruit instead. So the deadliest time for your heart doesn't have to be a game of Russian roulette. You now have the knowledge and the simple, powerful tools to take back control. Starting tomorrow morning, you can actively lower your risk of a heart attack or stroke from the moment you wake up, not with an expensive pill or a complicated routine, but with a simple glass of water. You understand the perfect storm happening inside your body, and, more importantly, you have a proven 3-step plan to navigate it safely. Hydrate immediately, stretch gently, and have an informed conversation with your doctor. You have the power to protect your heart and stay independent for years to come. Now that you know how to protect your heart in the morning, what you put into your body for the rest of the day is just as critical. Many people don't realize that one of the most common healthy foods we eat is actually a major cause of clogged arteries. To discover what that food is and what you should be eating instead, click the subscribe button to get notification for the next video, the #1 food that clogs your arteries. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you over there.